Hi everybody, Sensei Chris from the Total Urban Combat Dojo. So today what we're going to talk about is our Soto Uki strike, or our outer strike using the hand in this direction. Okay, a lot of the times this is taught with the word block after it, so outer block. But in our system we have no blocks in our martial arts. Okay, there are parries and there are movements, but there are no blocking actions. Why is this? Because the blocking action, or the term block, puts in our head the idea that we're stopping something. And the reality is we're not stopping anything. With the movement, we're either deflecting the person coming forwards at us, or we're striking a pressure point. Okay, and in our system we talk pressure points. So I want to tell you where we're striking and why we're striking it. But first, let's go through the movement. So I'm going to stand quite close to the camera so you can see the movements. So when I'm in a forward stance, using my outer striking motion, if you watch this hand, this right hand of mine, okay, as I move forwards, this hand's going to come to the outside, okay, and as I step forwards, it's going to push and turn across centre line. Okay, and this turning and pushing or striking motion coming across centre line is striking your attacker. So an example of that would be, okay, moving this way, strike, strike, strike. So how I want you to practice it is, if you watch me from the side, when I raise this hand up, I raise it and turn the fingers so they point outwards. And as I move forwards, as it comes forwards and strikes slowly, the hand twists. This turning motion generates some power in the movement, and it generates some twist in the posture of the body as well. So it creates a lot of power in the movement. Also, with the twisting movement, you're moving in more than one direction, which means that if you're pushing against an attacker, if they've come and grabbed you like so, maybe around the neck or the collar, as you move this action, you're not just pushing in one direction. Because you're turning at the same time, you're creating a torque motion on their arm as you strike it, thus being able to take them off balance a lot easier. That's the whole idea of this twisting action. It's nothing to do with getting the right portion of the arm in position. It's about creating two-way direction. So what I want you to do to practice this motion is I want you to practice slowly stepping and moving forward. Now look at my arm in front of me, okay? My hand is roughly up in line with my chin, and also it's just slightly past centre line, okay? So it's not over here, it's just coming past centre line. Why does it need to come past centre line? Well, if you imagine somebody coming directly at my centre line to hit me maybe on the chin, okay, this movement, okay, as I move to the side, is going to strike it and push it that way. So not only do I hit the arm off centre line, I also move my head, I move my coconut that way, so that if this fails, okay, my head's not still there to be punched on the chin. Okay, so when you're doing your striking movements, you're always moving as well at the same time. Okay, and that's important. Don't rely on this, okay, to win. Rely on the fact that you've moved your body as well, just in case. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our stepping pattern that we've done previously. So that's 5 steps up and then 5 steps down, doing our movement with our outer block. Okay, so here we go, our outer strike. So I'm going to move right to the edge of the camera shot. Here we are. I move into my forward stance, okay, and I step forwards, and as I step, I strike with my right hand. So I'm stepping with my right leg and striking with my right leg. So, striking with my right hand. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Hopefully I can get 5 in, like so. Okay, and then I turn, and then I'm back again, and I'll do 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And turn. So the movement is fairly simple, okay, like so, as I move forward. Now, a lot of times people say, well, I wouldn't move forwards if somebody grabbed me. You're absolutely right, okay? Always remember that when you practice your movements, not only can you practice them going forwards, but you can always practice them coming back. So if you're thinking, well, what can I do to change my 5-step pattern? Any of the striking movements or punching and kicking movements, you can do moving backwards as well. So same thing again. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to hold there, and then I can go 1, 2, 3. So always remember, if there is a force coming this way to you, the last thing you want to do is push forwards and resist against that. You want to make that force come, move out of the direction by going backwards slightly and striking the forearm. Okay, does that make sense? So, where are we attacking? If somebody's coming in like this and going to maybe grab my collars or grab my neck, then I may well strike somewhere on the outer aspect of the arm. So if they're coming like this, I might come on the outside of their arm. Where am I striking? Well, I could strike on the outside edge where the elbow bends, okay, on the fleshy portion. That's a point called large intestine 11. That's a really good point to break balance. Also, hands width further up from that, on the outside edge of the arm again, large intestine 13. That's another really good one. Again, if you hit these quite firmly, and if you look, as I turn my arm, I'm going to use this baby knuckle here, my little finger knuckle, and it's going to sink into that soft spot on the person's arm. If you hit quite firmly, what you'll find is the arm goes dead, okay, or goes numb. But also what you'll find as well is the legs, the knees, will drop down and the knees will buckle slightly. And that's really useful because when the knee buckles, you don't just buckle downwards, you spiral as well, okay? So when people's knees buckle, they tend to twist, which is really good because if I strike here and they twist in this direction, then it exposes the back of the head for me, and then I can strike at the back of the head. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to do your soto uke, your outer strike, 5 times up, 5 times down, okay, to get this movement going forwards. And then, when you're comfortable with that, I want you to do it going forwards and then going backwards. Got it? You go try.